Hey guys, so I totally realized today that when I filmed this makeup tutorial that I forgot to film an intro. So I am home now and it is dark outside, so that's why the lighting is different, but I am going to be showing you guys how to do this makeup. And yes, this is a better camera, so yay me. So I hope you guys enjoy. So first I'm going to start by taking my Benefit Porefessional and I'm just going to prime my face. Next, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus foundation, and I'm going to put a little dot on the back of my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to take my Beauty Blender, which I totally need a brand new one. It's rather ripped if you can get a glimpse of it. It's really bad. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to start dabbing my foundation onto my face. It's important that you get this Beauty Blender wet before you use it. You just simply put it under the faucet and let it soak up tons of water and then squeeze out the excess water in a towel. And it totally just gives you like this airbrush look, and I'm so happy that I got it. And trust me, the imitation Beauty Blenders do not work as well as the actual Beauty Blender. Sorry, I cannot talk. But the actual Beauty Blender is really the most perfect thing I've ever used. Next, I'm taking my Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I'm just going to dab it in the spots where I think I need more coverage. It's really thick concealer, but I love it. I bought it on a whim. I wanted the Benefit Boing, but I ended up really loving this. So if you're looking for a good concealer, you should definitely check it out. And then I'm just going to take my Beauty Blender and just blend that in with the rest of my foundation. Next, I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD Concealer. I'm just going to run it underneath my eyes all the way up the edge of my cheekbone, all the way back towards my eyebrow, kind of. I'm twisting it up and it's taking forever. So just please be patient with me. And I'm just gonna take it all the way back eventually, sometime, maybe right now. Yeah, there it goes. It's starting. Yeah, and I'm just gonna drag it down the side of my nose, making like a triangle in the inner corner next to your nose and your eye. And you want to make sure that when you're using concealer underneath your eye, that it's a lighter color than your actual foundation, because then it'll appear brighter underneath your eyes and make you look more awake. Next, I'm taking my Revlon Photo Ready brightener and I'm just going to contour my face. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose and at the top of my forehead, and this is going to help give the illusion that your nose is shaped differently or made more narrow. And I'm going to put some on my chin and on my upper lip, and then I'm also going to put some on the lower end of my face, like underneath my cheekbones. This is just going to help my cheekbone contour stand out a lot better. And after that, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to blend it in. I'm then going to take my MAC Prep and Prime and this Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to dab the powder underneath my eye to set my concealer just so it doesn't crease throughout the day. You really want to make sure that you set your under eye concealer. Trust me, it makes the world of difference. Now I'm going to take my Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm going to start by contouring my cheeks with the same Real Techniques brush. And you want to make sure that when you contour, you don't go too far down on your cheeks, and you want to start with as little bronzer as possible and then build up. You definitely don't want to go in with a huge amount of bronzer to contour and then end up looking like a crazy mess. And I noticed that if you just kind of pull your cheek to the side, you can get a better view of where your contour needs to go. So that's kind of what I do, and it just works for me. Now I'm going to take an angled contour brush. I'm going to take just a little bit more of the bronzer, and I'm just going to bring it up more onto my cheekbones just to blend it out a little bit. It helps it so it doesn't look so harsh and coarse. I know it looks extremely orange on my computer, on the camera, and I noticed it whenever I looked in the viewfinder. So when you see me making a weird face, it's because I looked really orange, but I promise I don't look really orange in real life. And when you're contouring your forehead, you want to make sure you stay towards the outer part of your forehead, because we put the brightener in the middle. It's just how a natural way the sun would hit if you were to be out in the sun. So just make sure that when you're applying the bronzer as a contour, you're just putting it in the outer corners of your forehead and then bringing it down towards your temples and blending it in with your cheekbone contour. And yes, I looked at myself and thought I looked completely orange. And then you're just going to run some under your jawline, and I'm going to pull it down onto my neck just so it all blends in nicely. I'm going to take my Benefit Coralista blush and a Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones and then to the apples of my cheeks. And then gonna take my Hoola Benefit Bronzer again on just a little shadow brush, and I'm just gonna draw a small line down the bridge of my nose on one side, and I'm going to draw another one on the other side. This is just gonna make the appearance of your nose looking more narrow and small. And I am not by any means telling anybody that they need to do all of this. I just enjoy doing it. I think it's fun for me, you can totally completely skip all of these steps and just apply some BB cream and do the eyeshadow. That's completely fine. I just wanted to show you guys how I contour my face and how I do my makeup when I really want to get into it, and this is how I do it. I'm then going to take a Sigma brush. I will put the number down in the bottom bar. I'm just going to apply my MAC Prep and Prime all over my face just to set everything and make it nice and blended. I'm then going to take Urban Decay De-Slick, the oil-free one, and I'm going to spray it on my face just to set everything on, make sure it doesn't move or crease, and I'm just going to make sure it dries. I got some samples of some Urban Decay eyeshadow primer with my Naked 3 palette for Christmas, and this is the Eden one, and I actually really like it a lot better than the original one, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to apply a small amount to both of my eyelids, just to make sure my eyeshadow sticks nicely throughout the day. I'm then going to take my Naked 2 palette in the color Foxy, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid as a base color. I'm going to take the Milani XL Bronzer, and I'm totally aware this is a bronzer, but I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow, and I'm going to take the Urban Decay brush that I got in my Naked 2 palette, it's blending brush, and I'm just going to sloppily put it in my crease. I feel that it works best when you do it sloppily. I'm not trying to be perfect, and it just comes out really nice and blended. I'm then taking this matte brown shadow and I'm going to put it in the outer corner of my eye and then blend it into my crease some more, just adding more dimension to my eyes and bringing out the greenness and the blueness. I'm going to take my Milani bronzer again, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eye just to make sure it doesn't look so, it just looks nicer when you apply some eyeshadow underneath the bottom lash line also. I'm going to take the color Booty Call from my Naked 2 palette and the brush from my Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to apply that underneath my brow, on my brow bone, and I'm also going to put it in the inner corners of my eyes just to make me look more awake and just to brighten them up a little bit. I'm going to take my MAC angled brush in the color Blackout from the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to start in the middle of my eye and drag the black shadow out. I just like the way eyeshadow looks better than liner sometimes. Just gives it a more softer look and makes your eyeshadow, or your eyelashes appear fuller. and I just like to blend it out and make it more smoky after I put it on. I'm then going to take my Tarte eyelash curler. I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and if it seems like I curl my eyelashes for like 20 minutes, it's because I do. I'm so obsessed with curling my eyelashes. I just always have been, and I always will be. I totally believe in eyelash curlers, so if you don't have one, you should definitely consider investing in one because they are like the best thing ever. I'm using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, at least I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And I'm going to apply that all over my lashes, spreading them out as I go. And I'm also going to apply a coat to the top of my lashes. It really helps cover them fully and make them stand out. And you just want to make sure that you get every single lash, and make sure that you wiggle the brush as you go up, so they're spread out and not so clumped together. And I love this mascara because it's not like an extremely wet formula, but it's not really dry. It attaches to my lashes so perfectly, and I love it. I'm then going to take my Benefit Brow Powder and an Anastasia brow pencil, brush with a spoolie on the end. I'm just going to brush my brows out to make that they're nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take the brown powder from the palette, and I'm going to take the angled side of the brush, and I'm going to start filling in my brows. I'm going to take the Maybelline Clear Great Lash Mascara and just use that as a brow gel and make sure my brows do not move for the rest of the day. I'm going to take MAC's Cream Cup lipstick, and I'm going to apply that on my lips. And I totally apologize, you could not see that name whatsoever, but this is Strawberry by Bite. And I had, if you watched one of my haul, I think my Black Friday haul, that's when I got it. It was in a set of 3, and it's just a pink color, almost the same exact color as Cream Cup, just in lip gloss form. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. Comment below if you'd like to see more or more dramatic ones, and have a great day.